Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make an online test using Google Forms. First, log in from your Mount Carmel Gmail ID. So let me log in, enter your password, and then on the right hand side you can see these 9 dots will appear. Click here and go straight away to the Google Forms. This is the icon for the Google form. Click here. Now you will see a page where if you have created any Google Forms, all your things will be there. Now I have to make a new Google Form, so I'll click here, start a new blank form. So the moment I click, a new blank form will be created for me. Now you can put the heading here as your computer science retest, and any guidelines that you want to give, you can type it here. This is an test having This is a test, or you can make it short. It has 20 MCQ questions to be attempted in 30 minutes. And anything else you want to mention, you can do it here. Now the next thing that you have to do is ask them to enter their name. So you will then go and click down. Basically, this is a new question that you are asking the user. So you will write enter your name. Now on the right hand side, there is a box. You have to click here to tell how will be the response from the child. Will it be in a form of a short answer, paragraph? Will it be a multiple choice question? That means only user will be allowed to click only one choice. If you opt for checkbox, it will be multiple choices user can select. It will be a drop down. You can have a date, time, and the other things you can try it out. So I'm going to click for short answer. Now this answer is required. A child cannot skip. So I'll make this required as on. Now I want the next question. So for the next question, I'll add a question. But you want questions to be answered and the scores to be given. So for that, you have to do the settings. So go onto the right side, you will see the setting tab. Click here, and then what all things, you will see three things: general, permission, and quizzes. Let me show you all the three things. General may you should always do is collect the email address. So whichever email address, Mount Carmel email address, they'll be logging in. That will be automatically recorded in the response. Now you will click on this restrict to users in Mount Carmel only for your organization, and you will also tick on limit to one response. So they can only try this quiz only once. Now next thing, you need not tick on any other thing. Let's go to the presentation. Presentation may, if you want the questions to be shuffled, then you click here. Now name is also one of your questions. In that case, name might go on to the it might go on to in any order, bottom or the top. So let's not shuffle the questions here. So that what is the shuffle question is for, if you are giving this link to 10 different students, so they will get question 3 might be the first question, somebody might get question 1 as the first question. So this is what is the meaning of shuffling the question order. Next, let's go to the quizzes and make it this as a quiz. You have to turn it on. Now, would you like the grades, the result, to be shown to the student immediately after they have submitted? So, or if you do not want them to see it, you would like to tell them manually, email them later on. First you want to check it, then go for later after manual review. Now when you are making it later, do make sure that don't let them see their correct answers. Now if you want immediately, then you can click on immediately. So as soon as the child submits the form, they will see how many missed questions, how many point values, how many correct answers they have given, and what is their total score. So I am doing it for later, and I am also removing this tick for correct answers, so they will not know how many answers were correct or wrong. Then I'll save on this. The moment I save on this, you will see this kind of a thing appears. Now what is this? This is to tell what is the right answer. Now let's add questions to this particular test. You have to click on this plus icon to add a question. Now I will add a question, question 1. Does Python require? There are two options which user can select. So I will go for a multiple choice question only. So when I click on multiple choice, the options will come. Does Python require an interpreter? And then you just press enter. It will go to the next option, or compiler. Now these are your two possible options. You want this to be mandatory done by the child, make the required on, and then you tell what is the correct answer and how many points you would like to give to the child. So click here on the answer key. Now on the answer key, you just have to tick which is the correct option. So I have ticked on the correct option. Python requires an interpreter, and the points is +1 or +5, whatever you want to do it. And then click on done. So this question has been marked the correct answer as interpreter, and if the child attempts, the child will get 1 point. You want to add more questions, you can keep on doing by plus sign and add a question. Now supposing it's a mathematics question and you want to put an image of a circle having some radius or circumference shown. So you can put the question like, what is the radius? What will be the radius? And if you want to insert an image, you can insert the image from here. So you insert an image. So I'll browse and tell from where it should take the image. So I have one image on my desktop. I will just open that image. It will take little time and the image will come. So then you can add in the question. You can add in the question either if it is an MCQ question or if it is a checkbox question. So it is an MCQ question. What is the radius? 2 centimeter, something like this are the options. 4 centimeter, something like this. So next you want to add a question. You will keep on doing like this and make this as a required. Don't forget to mark the answer, which is the correct answer, and give the points to it. Now you see the third option has also come, which is 0. Now you want to remove this. So this option has come. Just click on the remove button and that option will go. So now can you see this image is coming separately because it has been added separate as a part of a question. Now you don't want it to be added separate as a you want that question image to come in within the question, so you delete this. You don't want this. Now against the question, if you bring your cursor, you will now see the image. So image, then you click, you select the same way and you upload this image here. Now that image will be a part of the question. So that image will not come as a separate thing to be evaluated for. So it is always the best thing is please put the image here, not as a separate thing. Now next thing is like this you will keep on adding your questions with the plus sign, and if you want to import some questions from somewhere else and you want to add an image, you can go for this. If you want to add a video, you can click this option. Now once you have done, what is the next thing is you will then do send, and send me, you will send the link and you will click on the link, and this link you will then click on the shorten link. So the shorten link will allow you to have this link and you can copy and paste it to the child's WhatsApp group. Now there is one thing I would like to tell you, that if the child gives the response, where will the response come? So the response you will have to see and click here. Now the response by default this is on, accepting response. So can you see? I'll show you. Can you see? I'll copy that link which I have copied earlier and paste it in a new tab and press enter. Now that quiz will come to me, and see, I have made it that email address will be automatically taken. So it is saying the star fields are the required fields you will have to enter. It will not allow you to skip that field. So you will enter the name. Now you will answer the question, and this you will answer the question and you will do the submission. So after you have submitted, it is saying your response has been recorded. It is not telling you you can submit another response, because there you have said in the settings only one response per the child. But what I'm trying to tell you is that if you make this, suppose you have shared the link to the student 10 minutes before the exam, and you don't want student to do the quiz at 10 minutes before, you want sharp at 8 o'clock to start, then you can turn on this and make it no accepting response. The moment you turn on this and share the link, then what will happen is, I'll paste that link again, and when I press enter, it will say the computer science is no longer accepting response. So you cannot give any response because I have turned the accept response off. So even if you are sharing the link 10 minutes before, then you can do this, and the moment it is 8 o'clock, you can then turn it on for accepting response, and then the child will be able to give the test. Now, why is it not allowing me to give the test? Because I've already responded. So it is saying you can fill out the form only once. So I cannot do it again. Now let's go back to the responses. Now you want to evaluate the child's, everything is given over here, the response, the summary, the question wise if you want to know what was the question 1, question 2, question 3 result, and the individual score of every child. You can even get that entire thing in the form of a spreadsheet, and you can create a spreadsheet out of it. So it is saying create a new spreadsheet. Yes, you say yes, create a new spreadsheet. Now you will see the responses will go in a spreadsheet, and this will show you the time, the email address from which they logged in, what was their score, and now these are the question details. The first question was enter your name, second was this, and the third was this, what was the response. So you can share this response with others to let them know what they have done. Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to show you how to limit a child for a given time frame. Like if 8 o'clock the exam has to start, 5 or 10 minutes before you shared that link with the child, and you want that child should not submit the response beyond 8:30, then there is an option. You click on the three dots here and go to add-ons. In the add-ons, you look for an app called as Form Limiter. So type the name and press enter. This will come. So click on this image, Form Limiter. It will ask you to install this Form Limiter. So install it. Form Limiter needs your permission. So continue. Give the permission. Now it will ask you which account. So use your account. Now it asks you allow. So allowed. Now it is doing the settings and will be added into your Google form. So done. Okay. Now cross this on the close. Click on the close button to cross this. Now this is your form, your quiz that you have made containing 20 questions. Now in the form limiter, select the date and the time. So it says stop accepting the form response when the due date. For example, if you are scheduling this date for tomorrow, then you say May 1st. So May 1st, and at what time? Let's say 8 a.m. If you want it PM, you click here PM, otherwise you click on 8 a.m. So can you see, if you were clicking on PM, it will become. Now if you want to change the timing to 30 minutes. Now if you want to make it 32 and 33, then you can manually type it in that. Or otherwise you can make it 35. Not later than 35, anybody should be able to submit. So after setting this time, click on set button. Now, what message you want it should go to the child, that will come here. Let it be the default message used. So it says this form is no longer accepting responses and it has been automatically closed by Pooja Gupta. And you click on save and enable. Now this form limiter app will say it has been saved. And now it is set for you to send it to the child. So click on the send button. I'll again tell you, click on the link, shorten this URL, and then click on the copying this URL. And you copy this URL and you can paste it anywhere, and you can even paste it in your new tab and see that this is working. So now why is it asking me? Why is it giving the message? Because I've already responded. So you can, for trial purpose, you want to make it empty. So you go to responses and you click here on the three dots and you say delete all responses. So you can delete all the responses, but don't do this deletion once the child has done. So now again, go to that and refresh the page or paste the link again and click here. Since my all responses are deleted, so it hasn't accepted any response from Pooja Gupta. So it is allowing me to do that test again. So I will enter my name, I'll do all the questions and I will submit. Now when you will submit, it will not allow you to submit because all the marked questions that were compulsory you did not fill in. So you have to fill in all the details here and click on the submit. And the moment it goes beyond 8:35, the child will not be allowed to submit. It will give you a message that your time is over, you cannot submit now. That is all. Thank you.